Welcome to this video on the NUX or NUX MG-100. And yeah, if you just want to grab a coffee, beer, orange juice, whatever it is, and yeah, just settle in and relax, and we can have a bit of a chat and talk about this little pedal. It's now a few years old, but I fancied something which had multiple effects and had a pedal in there and the ability to loop, lots of different functions, but it's also quite cheap considering that I've never really looped before. And before going to the crazy expense of getting all the sort of big boss pedals which can cost a lot of money, I thought it'd be fun to get something like this. This at the moment, I think you could probably get for about £40 or €40 or about $40–50. So it's really, really cheap. It's a few years old, but it's got so many functions, so much you can do with it, and the sounds are really good. So I thought, let's just have a quick look through this pedal together, because I mean, there's a few videos out there, but nothing really goes into super amounts of depth. So I thought I'd just quickly do something. I mean, it's quite basic. You've got your input, you've got your output, you've got your CD MP3 player in there, so you can jam along. You've got your power there, which is DC 9V, pretty standard stuff. And then you've got all the buttons and whatnot on the pedal itself, and it's very tactile actually. It doesn't have a touch screen, which is more than fair. And I can see maybe the screen is maybe sort of flickering a little bit on the video, but it doesn't flicker in person. It's probably just the refresh rate of the phone that I'm using to record this on. But yeah, these are all really kind of nice and clicky buttons for the gain, level, master, volume, selecting your sounds, all that kind of stuff. I will mention that I'm running this through a Boss Katana Mini. There we are. It's a nice little practice amp. But with that in your guitar, you are super mobile. You can pretty much go anywhere, because this does actually, if you were wondering, it does take batteries as well. So you can see the price of it there. So yeah, you can basically stick all your stuff in there, and 6 AA batteries, and you're good to go. So it's a really tidy, nice, tight little unit, and for less than half the cost of pretty much any standard multi-effects pedal these days in the second-hand market, you can get yourself something really rocking. I mean, that's the ultra clean, this is called. I'll take you through a few tones. We'll have a little bit of a look at the looper. It's got drums on here as well. You've got a big selection of drums that you can jam along to, and it's a great practice tool. So this just absolutely blew my mind that it's these days so cheap. Obviously, it doesn't have what you could sort of connect into a PC and sort of download your own specific IRs and all that kind of stuff. But hey, I mean, it's a pretty basic unit, but it still does a lot. And this little screen here is quite a nice big feature. I'm coming from a Boss GT6, for anybody who remembers one of those. It's a massive pedal. I'll probably do a video on one of those coming up in the future. But the Boss GT6 is a huge mother of a pedal with lots of buttons on it. You can get lost in it. You pretty much need a degree in astrophysics to work the thing properly. But it is a really wicked pedal, and it takes a little bit of a while to get your head around. This is super intuitive, I would say. This is a really, really intuitive unit to get involved in and just have a bit of a play around with. So, for example, ultra clean, take you through. It's the going backwards and forwards between the sounds is just controlled between these two buttons. So, I mean, that's pretty heavy duty. It probably just blew the microphone on my phone. But super high gain, again, you get the idea. It does all the sort of noises you want. Texas blues, I mean, I'll probably there you go. You get the idea. Some sort of really wonky, strange ones in here. Univibe Classic, for what it's worth. You've got a whole load of things, but what I love about this bass pad. So I mean, you can have a lot of fun with this. because it has a fair amount of built-in tones. But what I really like, all you need to do is press the edit button and you are straight in to the screen where you can start just creating your own custom tones. All you need to do once you've created all of that is click save. I'll just do it here, for example. You click save and it actually comes up a little screen there and you can just select your name, click save again, and you're done. You've got your own custom tones. So you can actually put a whole bank of tones next to each other that you like and flip between them. So that's what I intend to do with this. Come back out again. And yeah, it's superb. So jam means that you can put on the drum. So you've got a bunch of drums there as well. And to change them, just do that. You know, you've got a whole load of drums. Switch it off, do that. You've got a whole load of drums. All of these, you've got what, 9 banks of drums, and I think they all have what, 7 or so specific drum rhythms to choose from. And you can change the BPM with this button. So again, that's a really, really cool feature. I love that. The looper works with just this. You can actually do it. Now you've got to be really spot on with your timing if you're going to put on the drums and actually stick on the looper at the same time. That's something I'm practicing at the moment. I've just got this pedal, so I'm not there yet. But you know, the looper works very, very nicely indeed. It's a pretty basic looper. But what I liked about this one though, most of the units that I saw that were that had a looper in a multi-effects unit, only had, say, about 20 or 30 seconds worth of recording time. And in, you know, long term, you know, you want to be as unrestricted as possible. Clearly you would, if you gain momentum, you're going to probably move up and upgrade and what have you. But it's nice to have as much as possible. And this has 40 seconds worth of looping time, which again, I think is a really, really cool feature. So, you know, if you loop, I mean, it's going to be difficult to do this by hand, but you can get the idea. If I just, hang on, let me change to something. So if I do jam, loop, there you are, it's looping, pretty easy. And you press it again and you can record over. There you go, that's recorded it over. And you can just keep on overdubbing. And you just press it twice and it's gone, you can just start again. So, and obviously it's got your wah pedal there, or this can be used as a volume or a wah. If you go into your, say, let's take this tone, for example, and we edit it. So I'll take you into this screen here. I'll zoom in a bit, I think, because there's quite a lot to see here within this screen. And I really love this little color screen. It's actually very clear and gives you quite a lot to work with. So you start off, let's have a look here. So, so to control like the module, if you like, or the section of the chain you're in, you use these 2 buttons. And so you can choose to have your compression off or on at the beginning. Then you've got your initial effect, which you can change with these buttons. So you can see you've got a phaser on there at the moment. So rate. You know, you can go in depth and all that good stuff. Booster, so you can choose a whole load of stuff here, like distortions, overdrive, so this is your amp. You've got a whole selection, and these do sound really, really good as well. As I say, through the Boss Katana Mini, it sounds great. I will attempt to do a video at some point where I record it sort of direct into a PC. But I was really surprised. The upgrade in technology since the Boss GT6, which is what, a good old 20-year-old pedal. At the time, Boss GT6 was, you know, considered to be really, really excellent. These days, my goodness me, the technology's come on so much. This easily sounds, you know, better without having to do a lot of tweaking. I'm sure that, you know, the Boss GT6. You know, you can dial in tones with the Boss GT6 and get there, but it just takes a hell of a long time. to really get what you want. If you, especially like me, if you're a bit, not, I wouldn't say I'm short on patience, but I just like to get things done quickly. And I haven't always been historically great at deep diving into manuals. You know, with age this changes, but hey, there you go. So you've got, you know, chorus, more effects, delays, reverb as well. The reverb actually I quite like. If I'll flick you through to, for example, the hall. You can really, get into a nice, you know, a really nice depth of reverb with this. So there's a lot you can do. There's a hell of a lot you can do. Obviously you've got your tap tempo there, so that's good for your drums if you actually just want to and get there with your drums as well, and have a specific rhythm that you want to adapt to. So yeah, it's really quite a super little machine this, and I just wanted to do a very quick video because I think it's so uber cool, and it's got so much within it that you can do. And if you want to have, if you're thinking of getting one of these and you've got any questions, please do ask. I'll be more than happy to attempt to assist. Because I say this is a video that I'm recording in 2023, so although this is an old pedal, this is new to me, and this is actually, you know, this is a great condition pedal. It's a really fantastic little unit. So yeah, if you like this kind of content, please do like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and see you in the next one. Thanks.